and NP compromised to suspend the state of emergency in Natal. So they compromised to do what? To suspend the state of emergency. NP also agreed to revoke Land Act. You see now how you write your essay. You need to go back to the question. You must not stay away from the question. It's very, very imperative to go back to the question. You see now, when we're talking about these agreements, they come back to the question. I hope you understand. Now, let me give you another question that I wrote here. We are going to write another question. Now, here is the question. Question 5, coming off democracy. Question 5, coming off democracy. Ne? Which is negotiated settlement. Government of National Unity, GNU. Ne? Now, here's the question. The question says, the handling of Chris Hanni's murder in 1993 was the only example of good leadership from party leaders during the negotiation process from 1990 to 1994. Do you agree with the statement? Use relevant evidence to support your line of argument. Now, we're going to focus on the handling of Chris Hanni's murder in 1993 was the only example of good leadership. So our focus is what is on good leadership. Now, this question, if we look at the road to democracy as a whole, the handling of Chris Hanni's murder was not the only example of good leadership. We have seen from the beginning of the negotiation, we have seen good leadership. When F.W. de Klerk releases Nelson Mandela, that's an example of good leadership because he was not forced. It was not just forced because there was P.W. Botha before, but P.W. Botha could not release Nelson Mandela. But when F.W. de Klerk came to power, now we decide to do what? To show good leadership and do what? And release Nelson Mandela. So now we're not going to write introduction. Introduction is going to be your choice, introduction. If you agree with the statement, you're going to say one can agree that the handling of Chris Hanni's murder in 1993. If you don't agree with the statement, you're going to say one cannot agree that the handling of Chris Hanni's murder. But our line of argument must focus on good leadership. Wherever you see party leaders doing a good thing, we're going to talk about what? Good leadership. Let us talk about the first paragraph now. On 11 February, the same content, guys. On 11 February 1990, F.W. de Klerk showed good leadership. By releasing Nelson Mandela and other political prisoners. The good leadership from F.W. de Klerk came as a result of internal and external pressure internal and external pressure on the government to end apartheid. Now, when you look at this statement, you look at good leadership here. On 11 February 1990, F.W. de Klerk showed what? Good leadership by releasing Nelson Mandela and F.W. de Klerk. And other political prisoners, sorry guys. So F.W. de Klerk showed what? Good leadership by releasing Nelson Mandela. Now, when we go to the second paragraph, I'm going to end on the second paragraph here due to time. When we go to the second paragraph, now we're going to talk in May 1990, ANC led by Nelson Mandela met with NP led by F.W. de Klerk. Ne? So they showed good leadership and met in May 1990. ANC led by Nelson Mandela met with NP led by F.W. de Klerk. ANC. Now, okay, sharp. I'm going to talk about our ANC. ANC showed good leadership by agreement, that's always agreement, showed leadership by agreeing to end violence, ne? To end violence. And NP also showed leadership by agreeing to release more political prisoners, even though their release started in September 1990. So this is how we sustain line of argument, guys. Good leadership. If you check here, good leadership, but it must not be a song. So guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. We're going to still unpack more content on final examination. So here I'm just trying to help you to write information on your trial examination, and then so that you can at least better your marks. When you write your essay, do not stay away from the question. You need to sustain. Even in the other part, you need to sustain. Thanks guys. Just please give me a thumb and then subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you.